Hello, hello. Good evening. How are you guys? Hold on. Let me adjust my mic. I was watching my VOD back from yesterday and I was like, oh my god, I was so loud. But I played around with my audio, so hopefully everything should be good? Maybe? Let me know if I could balance it a little bit more. Hello, Kazuki. Hello, Ghost. How are you guys? The grind continues, I see. Yes, final stretch, final stretch. I have one more phase of the fishing rod left to do, and then I'll be happy. Inku bakemono. What? Don't call me that. That's so mean. I'm not a bakemono. I'm awesome. Pink awesome. Yeah, I need to, I think, accept one more quest, and then we can start fishing for the next guy. I probably actually should buy more bait once I accept this, because I'm looking on the wiki again for what I need for this last one, and it looks like it's gonna be a lot. So I gotta prep all my bait before I set out. Now, where is this guy? Guys, do a workshop. Audio seems okay? Okay. As long as it sounds good on your end. Gasp, I've seen you with name art at the manufactory. That means you are the one he recruited to help refine the Skyseal tools, are you not? Yes, that is I. It is me. Gasp, I can hardly believe it. Can you believe it, Joey? Joey? I don't know how to pronounce their names, actually. I think they're French. So it's like the double L is supposed to be silent, right? Or like a Y sound. Shit, cutscene? Are they gonna give me my funny rod? What the? What is that creature? Hi, hello Ace, how are you? Good evening, good evening. Oh my god, it's my machinist teacher. Oh, okay. So this robot guy, I guess, is supposed to help me get my final rod? So they smuggled him into the city. That's crazy. Lab, I guess. How are you? I'm good. I just had supper. Or dinner. For you Americans, I just had dinner. So I'm just continuing off with my quest that we had yesterday. I'm almost done. I have only a few more fish to catch. But I'm just getting the lore right now. It's not the only rod you're grinding for. What the? This dude freaky. This is a lot of discussion for a fishing rod. They really believe in me. Okay. Let's see what it is. Please note that upon completing the quest, the Pinnacle of Possibility, you'll receive a Skybuilder's tool for your current class of Fisher. Yes. I would like to get the fishing rod. Are you ready to begin the preparations for upgrading your tool? Because I certainly am. We'll need delicate parts to create a true Skybuilder's tool. Awfully delicate, inconceivably delicate. Made of, oh say, oddly delicate fishing rod parts and oddly delicate fishing reel parts. That is very specific. But not to worry, Spanner will handle all of the assembling and adjusting and tweaking. You need only provide the materials just as you've done before. The only difference is that you'll have no cause to speak to Dennis this time. In fact, you probably shouldn't. The poor boy's under a lot of pressure these days. Don't worry, you can talk to me. Once the parts are assembled, show them to me and I'll make sure that each and every one meets Neymard's exacting standards. Nothing escapes this engineer's eyes. Okay. First, use your Skysung tool to craft or harvest necessary materials and deliver them to Spanner. Okay. So I need 200 fishing rod parts and 200 fishing reel parts. But how do I get these? Here we go. I might have to... Where's my calculator? I need to do some math. So it says I need to get fish called flint strikes and then exchange these fish for fishing rod parts. I see. Where do I go to get the fishing rod parts? So I exchange them... Oh, with this guy. Okay. So maybe I should get 100 more bait? I think that should be enough. Just get 99, just in case. I don't know if it'll be very difficult to catch these. Then I have to go to Azisla at the Pappas tree. I also need to have collect active. Okay, okay. Oddly delicate fish. Yeah, they're very specific. They're like, it needs to be an oddly delicate fishing reel part and fishing rod part. Like, okay. And I'm supposed to just exchange them for fish? I don't really understand the logic sometimes of the deliveries in this game. You're like, ah yes, this fish is equivalent to this part that we have in store actually. So. Or maybe they're making the parts from the fish. That would probably make more sense actually. That, or they just are really hungry and really want all of this fish. Okay, so I have to go all the way south down there to catch it. I think I should have enough cordials and food. I forgot to buy more cordials, but I think 26 is more than enough. But I might jinx that later. I also haven't really explored much of this area in the game. I was here for like the beginning when you like get introduced to it for the main story quest, but I haven't really looking around since then. Like, this is cool. Is this like a tree? I think this is where I need to fish, though. Yeah, the Pappas tree. Pick a spot and just go crazy. To collect. And then make sure I've got my fishing rod. Make sure I've got my food up. And then it's supposed to be 14 seconds. There's someone on the forums that had a macro for this, so maybe I'll try that and see how it works. Okay, I'm gonna steal this guy's macro. They're like, this worked for me every time, so I hope they're not lying to me. Because if it can make it easier to catch the fish, I'll try it. So ignore single exclamation marks and powerful hook shot after the sound. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Oh. So that didn't work. Do I try again? Oh shit, wait. Oop. I need to click this. Okay, and we'll see if that works now. Am I using the right bait? I am. Okay. I also feel like I'm losing frames on my stream. Well, not feel, I can see it in OBS, but I don't know if it's like noticeable because I'm just fishing. An aether eye. That's not what I need. Was that it? No. Found fish. Did I pull it in too early? Because that's not what I want. Okay, wait, let me try this again. So 2 exclamation marks. I see. Okay. I think I just have to be patient. These are a bit difficult to catch from what I'm reading. But I think I've used up like 6 baits so far, and I haven't snagged one. Please, please. Okay, no. It is not this guy. Found fish. Okay, wait. I might try to do it normally without that weird macro that I've been trying. But I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like I'm missing something. If this is another found fish, I'm gonna freak it. No! Why do I keep getting you? Because I'm supposed to be catching my flint strikes, but I haven't seen even a single one yet. Horus, it's gonna be the last fish that I need that's gonna be the most difficult out of all of them. Because I don't think I had any trouble doing the other ones yesterday. Unless I'm like confusing like mechanics for this with something else. Okay, I'm a little bit sussed out. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Okay. So caught at 6:35 on the map. I'm at the right spot. Needs the Skysung fishing rod equipped. Okay. Needs collect enabled. Maybe I have to just click it twice. And then there are 2 fish in the pool with double exclamation mark catches. If the fish bites after or on 14 seconds, it is a flint strike. Everything else should be ignored with rest to preserve the prize catch buff. Okay. But I did wait 14 seconds and it was a different fish. And I'm using signature sky balls as my bait. That's so weird. I don't know what I'm doing. Surely this isn't another found fish. No! Maybe I should turn off collect. Maybe I'm looking at something outdated. I feel like I should Google this. I feel like I'm catching too much of the other one. Only catching fish. It is important to fish in the pond section at 6:35. Oh! Am I just at the wrong spot? Okay, wait, 6? $6:35. Okay, so this is... That's crazy if fishing slightly downstream just totally changed the pool. Ain't no way. Oh shoot! Okay, so I'm silly. I'm a silly guy. I need to clean my inventory. I just realized each of these guys are gonna be in one spot, and I have no room for anything. Okay, I might have to make fish explode before I can finish this first. Oh shit. Okay, wait. I have a bunch of random wood. I can probably... Okay, wait, I should go home first and then sell this, because I can't keep being a hoarder and putting a million things in my inventory. You finally accepted you're a hoarder. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a collector, you know? Have you seen that like TikTok that's like when your dad can finally use that oddly specific piece of wood that he has in the garage? I don't remember what the actual like caption is, but it's like this son and his dad trying to like fix this bed or something, and the dad runs to the garage and he like finds this like very specific piece of wood that they need to help fix the bed. And I feel like that's me. I'm waiting for that moment. Yes, I have. It's beautiful. Like, dude, I relate. I relate. I am just waiting for the moment when I need to use my very specific piece of wood. I might actually desynthesize this fish. So you're gonna watch me explode fish for a little bit. Also because I want water crystals. I love how desynthesis works in this game. It's actually so funny. I'm just atomizing all of this fish. Stopping by to say hi. Haven't been here in a bit. I'm really busy. Hope you're having fun. Hi, Kiwi! Yeah, I also have just not been streaming, period. So I get it. But yeah, thanks for saying hello. Hope you're well. I'm just fishing right now in Final Fantasy because I want a rare, kind of hard to get fishing rod in the game, and I thought I'd stream it. But I'm just making fish explode right now because I need more inventory space. And I'm not a hoarder, I'm just a collector. Like, I don't know, in the future I might need 5 types of yarn, or 4 types of wood, or all of these ingots and random metal plates, and all this fish. You know, you never know. Or like, this random mithril the sail that I have. I don't even know where I got this from. I just have it in my inventory. So hi Ophelia, nyahoy, nyahoy, how are you? Oh my god, you're literally Klee exploding fish. I am. Exploding the fish gives me sand and it gives me crystals, which I want. I literally have so much because I've been accidentally catching other fish that I like don't need, and it's clogging my inventory. And it says that you get like rare items from this, but I don't think so. I think I might be getting lied to. Wait, I got a coin from that. Never mind, they're not lying to me actually. It's just a very low chance, I think, that I actually get something good. It's like gambling, but instead of playing a slot machine, you're making fish explode. For a small chance that you get a piece of bronze. I'm probably just gonna finish this stack of trout and then sell the rest of the fish because the other fish don't give me as many points if I explode them. I guess if I really am desperate for crystals, I could just kill all of the fish, but I think if I can earn some extra money from it, I may as well just sell the rest. What else can I get rid of though to clear out my inventory? I just have a random tea set, so I can probably just put that in my house. I have cards that I can sell, a weapon chest that I can put away. I have random confetti. And I guess I can probably just sell all of these pieces of armor that I don't need. Okay, no more fish. So let's sell the rest. All that fish, and I think in total I only got like $500 from that. So those fish were actually worth anything. Ow! Okay. Oh shit, wait. I think I sold the fish that I need. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay, I didn't sell it. I can probably sell this wheat. I don't need wheat. Don't need clove oil. I don't need branches. Oh, maybe I am a hoarder. I'm like looking at this stuff and I'm like, what if I do need it in the future? What if I need 71 fine sand? Okay. I don't... Okay, I really don't need that. Or that. Or this one, but I can't... Oh, wait. Oh, I can sell it. Unique and untradeable. Are you sure you wish to sell it? Actually, I can trade that somewhere else. Silver battle fork. You pick a tricks. I think my jobs are higher level than these. I don't remember if I made these for a reason though. Wait, this one's just an old pickaxe. Okay, wait, I can sell that. These, I think, were just rewards that I got from quests that I don't need. Yeah, carpenter 51, miner 56. What the hell was that other one? Armor. Item comparison. Okay, I can just sell both of those. Also, I just think it's really funny. Like, this is what my guy looks like, but you can't tell at all. Because it's all hidden strategically underneath the pink chicken suit. Nobody knows. The man behind the mask. Like Dream, but I'm a pink chicken. Thank you if it makes you feel any better. I have the exact same problem in games. Minecraft inventory is 3/4 full almost 90% of the time. I think I'm a little bit better with Minecraft because at least Minecraft you have like other options for like storing your items, right? Like you have chests and you have shulkers and like an ender chest. But Final Fantasy, for some reason, it just sucks. Like inventory management in this game is so bad because I'm always like struggling to keep my inventory free because anytime you kill stuff, it automatically picks up items, right? So whenever I'm just out and about and I kill things, I just get poop in my inventory. Or whenever I do a dungeon, for some reason dungeons always automatically give you one piece of loot at the end of the dungeon. Because otherwise you have an option to pass for the loot if you don't want it. Except for one piece, because you always have to get one piece. And not the good kind that Luffy's chasing after. It's just a trash item. Sometimes if I'm running like multiple dungeons in a row, they just accumulate. Like these cards, for example, they're always like, they're not guaranteed, but most of the time if you're running like the raid dungeons, you'll just automatically get a card in your inventory. And I always have to run back to the casino here to sell them, because you can't sell them anywhere else. Okay. We'll also go do a quick MTV crib tour so I can put away this tea set and you guys can judge me for my interior design skills. Because I haven't done anything yet with my apartment. I'm just storing all like the furniture that I collect over time in here. You gotta put it in people? Put what in people? My poop? A fecal transplant? Go to your apartment. So far, like, this is all I have. I have, male living space, you know? I have one corner done and the rest is just randomness. Like, for the longest time, it was just this fish and this bathtub that I had. Do you like him? He's my special boy. He's a very rare fish that I caught from ocean fishing. While it was probably the worst for me, carrying a full pharmacy of chems and an army's worth of guns and ammo and never use it. Like, all of this stuff is stuff that I do need because it's just for my crafting jobs, right? Like, all of it is just like materials for armor or weapons that the quests need. But because like my retainers or the characters that like hold your items for you, they also have full inventories. I just have to carry like most of it, or the stuff that I know that I'll need like on demand. Let me put my tea set down though. But I don't know, maybe once I get rich in Final Fantasy, I can properly give you guys a tour when it actually looks nice. I think this is the only part of the apartment that I dig though. It's just my couch, because my couch is a giant fat cat. And I have a little Moogle, this cute little fluffy guy, and he's enjoying a very large tiered tray of desserts. And I also just have a very cryptic looking book a giant book in the other corner. Because I got that from a dungeon and I thought it was cool. Is that tank properly filtered or is it just some tap water? I mean, it's an ocean fish. So I think it's like proper salt water, right? It's maybe thermoregulated for what he needs. Ignore the fact that it's clipping through the wall and you can see the window. Like maybe he just wants a view. I don't know. He can also look at my wall. He just sits in the same spot all day, every day. He doesn't have any decorations in his tank either. No plants or decorations for the fish either. Literally fish torture. Okay, wait. I was trying to decorate it because you can't buy tanks in this game that have stuff in it, right? I don't know why. And they also have a limit as to how many fish at one time that you can have in the tank. So I can't even give him a friend because he's like the highest rarity fish and you can only have a limit of 7 points. So this guy alone is a 7-point fish. So not only is he broke and has no crib, he's lonely as fuck because he's worth too many points and I can't give him a friend. It's so sad. When I like figured out that you could like actually put fish in aquariums in the game, I was like, oh my god, I want to fill mine with like all these rare fish. But nope. Square Enix is like, nope, you can't. They have to be lonely if they're a rare fish. So either I suck it up and I just get a bunch of like shitty fish and I can put them all in the same tank, or if I want a cool one, it just has to be lonely. What a loser. I mean, it's not his choice. I'm kind of putting this life on him, so maybe it's my fault. But I did try to like put plants in through the floor to like clip, so it like looks like he has decorations, but I'm not very well versed in how houses and furniture works in Final Fantasy, so I don't really know how to glitch furniture through each other. But once I do, I'm probably gonna set this up so there's like fake walls surrounding the tank, so you can just see through it, the glass, like a window, and then I'll be able to hide the stuff that's clipping through the bottom, so you'll only see like plants spreading out of the sand and not all the stuff hiding underneath. Watch a guide. Yeah, I'll have to watch a guide for sure, but I'm like, there's too many other things in the game that I want to do right now, so I'm gonna hold off on the housing for now. Why do I? Oh, I was like, how come I'm hearing the casino music in my apartment lobby? And it's because there's the casino event happening. I thought the game glitched out. Okay. I can put away these. And then... I could probably part ways with most of this stuff in here. Like, I really don't need all of this wood. Walnut lumber. Pine lumber. Probably toss the lumber because I have the raw logs for them. Rosewood. Ash. I also just have random potions. I have chicken tenderloin just sitting in here too. Why do I have tenderloin? Chicken tender? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I'm on my adventure, I'll get a knack. Or not a knack, a craving for chicken tenderloin. Chicken tenders, and I'll want to cook them up. I'm pretty sure I had a plan for these. Maybe I was gonna sell them? Hold on, let me just sell this poop. Maybe some random people will want my poop. Say it the correct way. Chicken tenders? Rail tenders. Okay. I'm gonna sell these. Put up for sale. Okay, they're like literally worth nothing. I don't know why I was holding on to these. Okay, when was the last time anyone actually bought them? Oh, today. And they bought them for quite a bit actually. $5 for 900. Sure. Maybe someone will buy mine for the exact same price. 5. Oops. Wrong box. Uh, 900. Please buy my rail tenderloin. Fish. Hello, degenerate. How are you? Yeah, we continue the fish journey today. I just need to sell all this random crap that I have in my inventory first because I need a lot of space for this fish. Okay, I don't need this leather. I can part ways with this leather. Oh my god, wait, this is actually expensive leather. I can sell this for 2,000. Okay. 2,000 for this leather. Raptor leather. Not as expensive. Maybe put it up for sale for 150? Is anyone in the market for toads? Kind of. 700. Oh. These toads are actually kind of expensive too. And it doesn't look like people buy them very often from this menu. 700 to 300. So the price is increased. But no one's bought these really cheap ones. So I don't think mine will sell unless I sell them for really cheap. So I'm sorry to that guy that I'm gonna totally undercut him. Skybuilder spring water. Okay, this dude's selling it for 579. I'm gonna go 550. How old do you think those tenders are? I'm surprised they're not rotten. You know, they've been sitting in my chocobo's saddlebag the whole time while I'm riding around, exploring the land. They might have been in there for a few weeks at this point, who knows. I'm in the market for toes. Okay, mods, we got a freak here. I'm gonna take him out. These ones sold. I can probably undercut this guy too. Go 400. Hemp. Oh, I'm selling too many things at once. Oh, I sold something. My fishtails sold. Right now, on the server that I'm on, I currently have a monopoly over fishtails because to do your cooking quests in the game, you need to make a specific dish with the fried fish tail. And so I'm selling the raw fish tail, and people have been buying it up. I'm so happy. But I can't believe that's like the one item that is consistently making me money, and it's fucking fish tails. Capitalism? I mean, if no one else is selling it, someone's gotta provide. And I'm a provider. I'm giving everyone on the server the fish tails that they need to do their cooking quest. But I'm always trying to look for more ways to like earn money in the game. Because I'm not at the end game yet. So I can't like take advantage of like new updates or anything to make money. So I kind of just have to look for like random things that like no one else is selling that people might need for like quests and stuff. Because at the very least, like those things are always going to be in demand, right? Sell these for $2.90. I'm like undercutting like everyone right now that's like selling these items. Sorry, not sorry. So proud of you for finding a monopoly. Thank you. I know, I'm patting myself on the back. But there was this one guy, Mr. Like his retainer's name was like Carter Howard. So Mr. Carter Howard, when I get you Carter Howard, because he was trying to sell the fishtails for 300 apiece when I had mine on the board for 900 apiece. Like that dude actually was like undercutting me like crazy. I got mad. But then his sold. So I'm the only person on the board now. And people also keep lowering their prices for this armor that I'm trying to get rid of. And I was kind of upset because some of it sold. Like the people that undercut me, people bought theirs, but they didn't buy mine. Because these snakes sold everything after I posted mine. Like this one, I just lowered the price, right? It was like at like 40,000, I think, when I put it up. And look, everybody else after that posted it trying to undercut each other. This dude, 39,999, 39,400, 39,000, 38,500, 34,999, 34,500. And I just changed mine, so I gotta change it again. Like, I have beef with all of these guys trying to sell this longsword. And it's been up there already for like a week. Or I'm evil and I buy all of their swords and I sell them for higher. Out of spite, I resell all of their swords. Idea, buy up the cheap stuff and resell it at your price. Yeah, I should just do that. There is no competition if I eradicate all of them and then get a 100 gil increase on my product compared to theirs. That's what one of my friends was doing, I think. She was buying, I think it was like fleece or like one of the fabrics in the game. I like don't remember what it was. But she was like buying all the cheap ones and then reselling them for more. And then my other friend, he like server hops and he resells things. But that's like some dedication, you know, because you gotta then like do market research and see how well your item sells on other servers too. And then resell it on yours for a higher price. And you always gotta like keep watch. But I don't have the time to do that or the brain cells. Embrace your inner Rockefeller. Dude. I could go degenerate, like complete degenerate in this game and stock the market constantly and resell everything that's expensive. But you also need like a lot of money to invest in it first, and I don't have a lot of money. That's why I'm trying to find things to sell. It's because I'm Final Fantasy broke. I think I'm good now. I've cleared out basically a full slot. Or a full page of slots. Degeneracy, let's fucking go. Maybe I'll join you soon, degenerate. I'll also become a degenerate, just in a different way. I'll become a market goblin. So do you guys like my whip? It's literally just an antelope. And he flies. Like a reindeer. I think this is one of my favorite mounts in the game. It's just so random. Literally real life? I guess. People do that all the time IRL. Like, what's trendy now? Like drop shipping businesses? Like, I don't think they're saying it, but a lot of my like relatives in Vietnam right now, I'm pretty sure, are getting into that. But actually, I was ahead of the curve, or the curve. I had a drop shipping business in high school, and I sold bootleg Marvel keychains out of the trunk of my car. I feel like I've told this story before, maybe not. But it was like at the height of like Marvel popularity when like Endgame and Infinity War were still like in the public conscience. You know, people were always talking about it. And I think it was like my uncle, he like went on this random like Chinese dropshipping website, and he found a bunch of like keychains for cheap that were of like the Marvel characters, like the popular ones from the movies, right? So like Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk. And then he like gave me the box for free and was like, Funky, you need to sell these to your peers at school. And so I started like a Marvel keychain business out of the trunk of my car, and I would like take people out to the parking lot at lunch and like show them the box and be like, yeah, take a look, you know, see if there's any that you like. $2 a piece. And that was my side hustle. I would just take random people out to the parking lot, open my trunk, and be like, keychains? You want them? I got them. You like Iron Man? I got a couple Iron Mans. I don't remember, though, what happened to the rest of my stock, because after a while, like, no one wanted them anymore, but I still had, like, a lot left over. I think I gave them back to my uncle, because I was like, I can't sell the rest. You take them. Try your hand at it. See what you can sell. Damn, only 2. I would have done 5 apiece. Yeah, it's been so many years since I've graduated high school, so I don't even remember if like I was charging 2 or if I charged more. I also did not keep any of the keychains from that time because they like weren't even like good keychains. Like they were kind of shitty looking keychains because they were bootlegs, right? So it was like there was like miscolorized. So the characters were like miscolored, or it's like their proportions were like a little bit weird looking. Like they did not actually look like the Marvel characters they were supposed to be. Maybe that's why I felt bad and charged 2, because I don't think I charged 5. I think 5 would have been too much. Oh my god. It's Ghost. The other Ghost. Hello. How are you? How's your Wednesday? I think it's so funny. I started talking about Marvel and you have been summoned. You just appeared. Am I at the right spot? I am. 6:35. I'm like 0.1 off. I think I'm at the right area. Shit, I keep pressing the wrong button. The only thing missing would have been bootleg DVDs. Yeah, I should have increased my the variety of my wares. But it was because I got that box of keychains that I only sold keychains. Who knows, maybe I could have made a bit more profit if I asked my uncle for other things to sell. Do I have it equipped? Okay, I'm just catching the other fish that I don't want for some reason. 5 for 1, 750 for a bundle deal. Like, where were you when I was actually selling these bootleg keychains, dude? Could have been my financial advisor. Marvel? I love Rival. I know. That's why I'm like, I invoked you by mentioning Marvel and then you appeared. because I'm just telling a story of how I used to sell bootleg not Marvel Rivals, like MCU keychains out of the trunk of my car in high school as like a side hustle. It was my dropshipping business. I did not earn that much from it though. It was not a very profitable endeavor. Okay, so I am catching the fish that I need. I think just the catch rate of it is very, very low, unfortunately. Damn, that sounds cool though. It was so funny. My little quirky side hustle. Because I would just take kids out to the parking lot during lunchtime and ask them if they wanted keychains. Totally not shady at all, and I'm sure my teachers didn't think I was like pushing drugs. But I was also like too shy to like advertise them well. So I only asked like people that were like mutual friends or like Lobello's friends. I didn't have the courage to like go up to random people and be like, hey, you want the goods? Limited time Marvel goods? Not Chinese bootleg from a random dropshipping website? Hey Pookie, you want my keychains? I wonder if some people thought that like keychain was like code word for something else. Because it sounds so suspicious. Hey, I got some real good keychains, if you know what I mean. Out back in the parking lot, you know, you should come with me and take a look. See if you want any. You know, you like Iron Man? Wink wink. Nudge nudge. That's where you pyramid scheme and give people a cut to sling your wares. Oh, like what? If you can sell a keychain, you get 50 cents from that purchase. Like, I totally could have had kids walk around the halls with like their jackets and like be like, hey buddy, you want some? And they can just open the side. But instead of it being like, I don't know, like bags of like cocaine or like drugs, it's just like, it's Iron Man, it's the Hulk, and Thor. Oh, that would have been so good. I most definitely would have gotten in trouble for that though. I feel like if it went too far, if too many people found out, I probably would have been seeing the principal's office, because I don't know if you're technically supposed to be doing stuff like that at school. Like, even though it's like keychains, I feel like, I don't know, having your hustle go on during school hours isn't like the best look. But I don't know, I was one of those like, not teachers' pets, but like, all of the teachers knew me and they liked me, so maybe they would have been lenient and let it go. Maybe they would have let me off the hook. I just have to give them puppy eyes and be like, oh, I didn't know. I'm just trying to sell keychains to get my first car or something like that. I'm still like kind of mad because my high school kept a lot of my artwork after COVID happened and classes went online. Because in my last year, I was an art student, and for some reason, the office loved to take artwork from the art students and then just hanging them up in random places in the school without telling you. Like, my teacher, he took a long time to grade. And so sometimes it would be like a few weeks after handing in an assignment before I like would see it again. And some of them I like just never saw after I gave them to him, by the way. But there was like this one piece that I remember I like really liked because it was like a charcoal portrait of one of my favorite like music artists. And I was like waiting for it to like be given back to me so I could like hang it up in my own room or like display it somewhere. And then I was like, hey teacher, you know, I really wanted this charcoal drawing back. Where is it? And he's like, oh, it's in the staff room. And I'm like, what? Y'all just put it in there without asking me? And I like wanted that back. And he's like, oh, well, I mean, if you want it back, I can take it down and give it to you. But I was, at that point, I was like, I can't really ask for it back because it's like, oh, they liked it enough to hang it up in there, so maybe I should just take it as a compliment. And I think it's still there. To this day, it's still in their staff room because I never got it back. And then COVID happened, and then my teacher died. So literally, it's like if I did want it back, how would I fucking get it back? I don't think I could. Like, I have not been back at that school in like 5 years. And no one even knows who drew it, probably. My only in to that school, he's like gone. Final Fanta. Hello, Chris. I know, Final Fanta. I'm trying to get my fish. The fish that I'm catching today are stubborn. My middle school did that. It was very weird seeing some of the dumb drawings I did for class in the halls. Two that I can remember is a goblin slaying drawing and a drawing of France during World War III. That's crazy, actually. I guess they weren't like violent drawings, maybe. Or I guess, yeah, if they're from middle school, they're probably just like, oh, this kid's so creative. He has a knack for art. Let's hang up his drawing. And they just did not know what it actually was supposed to be. Like, I guess in middle school, elementary school, for like art projects for the class, yeah, they always hung them up, but they always like hung them up together. So like if the class, I don't know, had like a snowman drawing assignment, then all of those snowmen would be in the hallway. But I don't know, my high school was like different. They just picked like random pieces from like different students that they thought was like nice, and then they would just hang it up in places that like students couldn't even see. So it's like you wouldn't even know that your artwork was being displayed somewhere because it was in like the staff room of all places. So I just thought my drawing was missing the longest time. Oh, but the funniest one was my friend, and she did a painting of, I think it was Jungkook from BTS. Or, okay, no wait, I think it was V. I think her bias was V. So it was V from BTS, and she did a painting of him for one of her assignments. And it was the same case where she was missing her painting, and we didn't know where it was. Until one day, she and I were both going to the office to pick up something, and we were jump scared by fucking V BTS on the wall right in front of the entrance in the main office. And we were like, do they know? Do they know that's a dude from BTS? And he's just there greeting everybody that comes into the office at the school. And I'm pretty sure she also never got that painting back either. So they literally just stole our artwork and didn't tell us. And didn't give us an extra grade for it either, by the way. So hello, Cute Central. How are you? How are you? Who up trying to get their fish up? Me. Me. I'm trying to get my fish up. I wish I could find them because I'm sure I saved the drawings. I for sure know the Goblin Slayer one is somewhere in a box. Well, if you find it, let me know. I would love to see it. Also, wait, like Goblin Slayer? Like the anime? Or like a generic like knight on the hunt for goblins? Yes, the anime. Wait, that's so sick. Okay, I need to see this. Now that I think back, I think most of my art from that class, I never saw it after I handed it in. So there's a few pieces that I'm like remembering now that I'm thinking about it more, and it's like I have no idea where those went. I remember one of them was like a collage assignment where you just took cutouts of like things you like and put them on a board. And I remember one of them had like Hunter x Hunter stuff on it because I was really into Hunter x Hunter at the time, but I don't know where that one is or if I ever took it home. I also had another one that was like an album cover for can't remember what artist it was. It was someone that used to like have tracks featured on Monster Cat, but I had one of their album covers painted. And I don't know where that is either. Damn. I should have gotten them to pay me for that. They wanted to keep all my art. Or maybe they just tossed it. They were like, ah, they don't want this back anyways. We're just gonna put it in the trash. How sad would that be? Just like adult artwork. I mean, like, at least adult artwork that people get paid for it, right? But in this case, no one was paying me. They just stole my shit. There are some funky originals out there in the wild. Maybe. Who knows? If you guys ever find one, well, I guess you wouldn't know if it's mine because it's signed with my real name. But I don't know. Maybe I die and then my artwork will be worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions. That would be my dream. Random anime fan art of mine from when I was 12 years old or 13. Selling for that much money. I've always wondered though, how does artwork like appreciate in value to that point? Like, at what, well, like what is the threshold for when your artwork actually becomes worth that much fucking money? Okay? Because, like, I see, like, art commissions, right, on, like, Twitter or whatever, on VGen. And already when stuff is, like, 300, 200, I'm like, damn, that's a lot for me. You know, I like the artwork, but that's expensive. But how does it get to the point where people are like, ah, yes, this is a fine piece of artwork. $100,000. But it's also, like, never, like, I don't know, like anime stuff. Like you would never see an anime artwork worth that much. It's always like the really abstract artwork that goes for that much too. When you start laundering money, you know, degenerate, you're probably right. Half of those artworks are probably just the medium to launder money. I can't deny that. Okay, but like when is my artwork gonna be good enough for people to want to launder money through it, you know? Maybe I just need to make more connections in the art world, in the business world. Hey, any millionaires, you want to launder your money and you need help, I can draw you something, let me know. Just give me like a small cut of the profits, you know, like at least 1%, and we can shake on it. Okay, so I'm going through my photos to see if I have any of my middle school drawings. You have a friend tied up in duct tape. Oh my god. Torturing that guy? Duct tape to a flagpole? Okay. So you were torturing your friend. Crazy confessions happening in the chat. I feel like being duct taped though would really hurt. Like having your mouth duct taped too, because it would be really sticky, right? I feel like peeling it off would be so painful. Like you would definitely tear like the skin off your lips. Ooh. I've also never tried this as a kid, but I wonder what it's like to stick your tongue on a pole in the winter. Because what movie is it where the character does that? It's one of those classic like Christmas movies. The one where he has like the gun. The toy gun. But they make like a really big deal out of that when you're a kid. They're like, don't put your tongue on a frozen pole in the winter, or you're gonna tear off the skin on your tongue. But how common is that actually? I don't think anyone I know ever actually tried doing that as a kid. So maybe they're just exaggerating the danger. I don't know. Doesn't mean I'm gonna try it though. It does look like it could be painful. Oh, the duct tape goes around his head. Oh my goodness. What were you doing to that guy? It sucks. It did hurt to tear off. Did it to a freezer metal because it was summer at the time. Oh my god. Well, why did you think it was a good idea? Fish, fish. Exclamation mark fish. How many fish do I have? 13? 14. 14 fish. I think the different collectability points give me a different amount of delicate fishing rod parts. So I don't know yet how many I need to catch to hand in, so I guess we're just gonna catch as many as possible. Social studies teacher has a thing where he gives you a towel from the ceiling and you can put a painting on it and give it back to him to put in the ceiling. But that sounds fun. I think my school, one of the previous art teachers did that because the art room was also full of like ceiling tiles like that. And I never got the chance to do it myself. I think I was 12 at the time. I wanted to see what would happen. So just childish curiosity. Well, I guess you learned. Wait. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Did they steal the fishing SFX from Final Fantasy for that Twitch fishing thing? What do you mean? Like the sound effect? I never paid that much attention to what sound effect plays for the Twitch widget. The Twitch minigame. So I have no idea. Yes, the sound effect? I don't know. Someone's gonna have to go back to one of those VODs and check, because I have no idea. Maybe. You found it? Oh my god. Okay. Drop it in the stream chat. I'll take a look. One person just stole his freaking tile and never gave it back to him. Well, that's no fun. That's kind of awkward though, because now what is he gonna do? He just has a random hole in his ceiling. Also, what would you even do with a tile after you've stolen it? You just hold on to it to say that you never gave it back? I don't really get people that just steal like random things like that. There was like a mutual friend of mine that I know stole a random like stop sign and like kept it in his room. But it's like, I guess it's funny to just like the fact that you have it, but I don't know. Stealing is not good. Don't steal for the bit. I do not condone thievery. It's not the complete version. Had a red eye thing with it that I added later, but this is the only photo I have of it. But yeah, post it and I'll see. Take a gander. But the fact that you say that Goblin Slayer came out when you were in middle school, that makes me feel old, dude. Wow, my fish got away. What the hell? I've never seen Goblin Slayer though, but it was really popular when it was airing, right? When it came out. That was years ago though. It doesn't really look that awkward. I just assumed it was for ventilation or a crawl space. Well, I guess it could look like that too. But if I was him, I think that would like bother me forever. Just knowing that I have a random hole in my ceiling that I can't replace or fill. I read Goblin Slayer before the anime came out. Okay, okay. We got a trendsetter here. Mr. Hipster. But wait, you used to read? Oh my god. The Kazuki that I know now would never read a manga. No matter how much I beg him. He'd be like, I'll wait till the anime's out. He's not a readler. Wasn't a manga or light novel. It's a superior medium. Superior? I don't know if I would say superior. Wow, okay. He's a real trendsetter, a real hipster, because not only was it before the anime, but it was the light novel. Wow. I don't know. I don't think I could ever, like, get into light novels. I tried, like, reading visual novels for a bit, and I got through, like, Fate Stay Night and Fate Hollow Ataraxia, but actual, like, light novels, I don't know. I used to read, I guess, Chinese, BL novels for a long time, but then I don't know, I got bored of them too, and I stopped reading them, and I went back to, like, manga and manhwa. He was pretty pissed about it. Yeah, like, how do you go back to that guy then after you've stolen his, like, ceiling? His ceiling tile? I would be too embarrassed at that point. I only read physical light novels? Oh, so you have a preference. I see. I feel like I kind of understand that though. Sometimes, like, reading novels on your phone can, like, give you a headache because of the light, especially if you're, like, reading for a long time. So a physical one would definitely be easier on the eyes, right? All the Chinese novels that I used to read were, like, really badly translated, pirated BL ones. And they, like, the stories, like, weren't even, like, that good half the time. Like, they were basically, like, slop, like, fast food. But I read, like, so many during that period of time. Also, Ghost, wait, those are actually really fucking sick. I can see why your teachers hung them up. It's like, if even if you, like, don't know what, like, Goblin Slayer is, like, those are really cool. You're easy on the eyes. Oh my god! Yeah! Is this Riz? Chat, is that Riz? Chinese to English is one of the hardest things to translate. Well, I don't speak, like, Mandarin or Cantonese, so I can't say how difficult it is to translate things back and forth, but I just remember reading a lot of them, and, like, some of the phrasing would be, like, really awkward. And because it's, like, BL, a lot of the ones that I read were, like, translated by mostly just people that, like, wanted to know what the story was. So half the time it was, like, amateur college students translating these novels. And they would have, like, a ton of notes and being like, oh, sorry, I'm not a professional, or oh, sorry, I only do this in my spare time. So it's like, they kind of just translated it and put it out without really proofreading. And so half of the time I, like, would not understand what was going on because because I think the plot would just get lost. Fujoshi, I mean, I don't really hide it. It's kind of obvious, you guys. Fork found in kitchen? But reading, like, Chinese BL at that time was amazing. Because that's when the big Chinese BL series were still, like, new over here in the West. Like, it was the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation? Is that what it's called? It's been too long since I've looked at that series. Yeah, Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, and then the author's other series, Scum Villain and Heaven Official. And I was early enough into the scene that those novels were still actively being translated. It was like the first English translations of those series, and now they're huge. Like, okay, Kazuki, if you think that you were a hipster by reading Goblin Slayer before it was an anime, I was also one of the founding readers of these Chinese BL series, because now they all have animes, they now have dramas and radio dramas. Like, one of them even has like a Netflix series. It's kind of crazy. I was ahead of the game. I knew what peak was. That's so awesome. Why does that read as sarcastic? You hate me. You're making fun of me. I don't like your tone. But, like, by reading these Chinese, like, BL novels, I also, like, was reading those, what are they, cultivation series at the same time. So I learned a lot about, like, the cultivation genre, which I guess is really popular in, like, Chinese fantasy light novels right now, or was, at least, like, 5 years ago. Because they would be exactly the same as, like, I guess what I can say was the equivalent of, like, shonen fantasy in China, but they were just gay. Like, the authors just wrote, like, a normal action series, but, like, the two main protagonists had, like, the hots for each other. It was kind of funny. So I was invested not just for the BL, but for the interesting magic systems and combat and the fights. Okay? There was some plot. But they would also, like, piss me off so bad. Because some of them were, like, very, like, stereotypical. And I would just get annoyed by the characters. Because they were literally, like, classic yaoi tropes where it's, like, the top is, like, a big burly man who's, like, mean to the bottom, right? The protagonist. And he wouldn't be nice until he would catch feelings. And then he would be, like, a tsundere and be like, oh, I don't like you, you know, but I'll make you mine. And, like, some of it is actually kind of comedic. I don't know how I stomached most of these novels when I was younger. I think if I went back and I tried to reread most of them, I probably couldn't do it. I feel like my tastes have refined since then. I can only get into them if the romance is believable and the dynamic isn't so, like, cringy. But for its time, I think it was good. I just remember, like, I would have really late night shifts at the theater where I worked. So I would be, like, waiting for my ride at, like, 1 a.m. and reading the Chinese BL novels on my phone in the mall entrance, waiting for one of my parents to pick me up. It's a fond memory I have. Me and my BL. Fans, the BL fans these days don't know how good they have it though, on God. They did not have to deal with machine translated, shitty quality novels on obscure websites to sustain them. Now I feel like there's just so much. They didn't have to live through the hard times when the crops were poor and the fields were empty, and we'd have to scrape by even for a few crumbs. Back in my day, actually, like back in my day, things were worse. There was no quality content. Well, okay, there was some, but it was like few and far between. These new age fans, they can go on any comic website, and there's always at least one VL anime airing every season. Like, they're eating so good. Like, there was one tweet that I saw that was like, if the main character from Dramatical Murder is Yaoi Jesus, then who are his disciples? And I was like looking at all of the replies, and it was like people replying only with like characters from media that has come out within like the last 4 years. And it actually kind of made me annoyed. I was like, you people don't know your roots. You know nothing. What the hell? You're gonna put fucking Kim Dokcha, Ivan Till from Alien Stage, the twinks from Link Click. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. And like half of them like aren't even actually like BL. They're like yaoi bait. They're gay bait. They're not real couples. It's not actual yaoi. But that's what the replies were full of. And I shed a tear. I was like, this cannot be the state of things. I did want to start a yaoi reading club or a BL book club a while ago. And I asked a few people if they wanted to join, and they said yes, but then I never actually took the time to plan it out. I don't really know how feasible it would be or how I would organize it. Maybe I should revisit it. You know, it's that time of the year where I'm like, I need to read yaoi again. Let the corporations bait. It's not even like corporations. They're just like random pieces of media that people love to like ship the characters in, but the characters aren't actually gay, so it's not real yaoi. It's pseudo yaoi, it's fake yaoi. For some reason, the people of Twitter champion them as their heroes, as their meow meows. You should start it. Just make the group first. Maybe I'll do another tweet because it's been a while, and I'd be like, hey, anyone want to join? I don't watch men kiss other men for fun. I need to find like-minded Fujoshis out in the VTuber world, in the wild. But it's kind of hard too, because I feel like even though like yaoi has a lot of like commonalities between them, I still feel like there's so many subgenres and niches within it that can totally set people apart. Yaoi, yes, Ghost, yaoi. Would you join my yaoi club? My book club? Because not all yaoi is the same, okay? I say yaoi to be funny. But within, like, yaoi, there's, like you can kind of tell people apart based on their ships and based on what they read. Like, just because I like BL doesn't mean I like all BL, or I like all pairings that are BL. Bara? Yeah, like Bara. Like, I don't know if I care that much for Bara. I like stuff that like kind of borderlines it, where it's like the characters are like muscular, but I'm not quite into like the classic Japanese idea of Bara, which is like the characters have a very specific look to them, and they have like usually like dad bods. And the characters are generally like much older too. Toxic yaoi? I can't do toxic yaoi. I thought I could, but then I read... hold on, let me sneeze. Never mind, I lost my sneeze. But there is a very popular Korean manhwa BL series called... Oh my god, what is it? The dude with the mask, with the black hair, and the bottom has like brown hair. BJ Alex, I think? Yes. BJ Alex other works. Minghwa. Books. Jinx. Okay. So I used to really like this Korean manhwa BL called BJ Alex, and it was about this like guy that was like a camboy, and he had a fan that would like watch him all the time, but they didn't realize that they were like in the same university department and like knew each other IRL, and then like stuff happens and there's like drama, but they like eventually get together. And it was kind of like toxic yaoi in the first half because there's like a weird dynamic between them, because they're like kind of trying to like blackmail each other into having this relationship, but like by the end it's like kind of wholesome. So I was like, okay, I like this. I think I'll, you know, check out what the author writes in the future. And when Jinx came out, their second work, I started to read it, but I hate it. Oh my god, the top in that series pisses me off because he's an actual like grade A asshole. And I think the series is on hiatus right now for its next season, but I can't go back to it because the characters are stupid and the relationship doesn't make sense and the dude is just mean. There is no romance in it. The fish have become wary of your presence. Oh my god. Okay. I gotta pack up and move. What are your fave ships, Funky? I feel like that's such a open-ended question. what did I used to ship in high school? I'm trying to like think, because I'm not really a shipper these days. I feel like most of the stuff that I like is from like original series. I guess if you know like Fate at all, Ghost, I love Archer and Lancer from like Fate's Stay Night. That's definitely up there for me because I really like the red-blue dynamic they have. I feel like for VL pairings, that's like a classic. The red and blue, the opposite colors. For JoJo, I actually kind of like Daryl and Johnny. I was into that. And Steel Ball Run. They were my meow meows for a bit. They're enemies, but I feel like them being at odds with each other adds some spice to it. You know, like there's gotta be a little bit of substance there to make it interesting, and I feel like them having that like rivalry with each other, it hits. It just hits so well. You're a red-blue shipper, I see. I am. Not all red and blue. It's gotta be like the right kind, you know? Like they gotta have an interesting dynamic at the very least with each other. Just them having like a complementing color thing pairing going on between them isn't enough. The right shade of red and right shade of blue, right? Right? You get it. What else did I like back then? I feel like it's all like escaping my head. Cause like I'm past that lifestyle now. Deadass, I think I should check out my anime list and see. Oh wait, I have another Fate pairing. This is kind of like, I guess, like a crack ship. Because these characters only really interact in Fate Grand Order. So it's not totally canon to the series that they're from in Fate. But I really like Gilgamesh and Ozzy. I think they're like my favorite Fate pairing in all of Fate. Because admittedly, I got into Fate because of a doujin of them together. Like that was my gateway into the Fate series, was seeing Ozzy and Gil. So I think they're like my #1 FGO pairing. My favorite ship is Astolfo normal cosplayer, Astolfo casual clothes cosplayer. What does that mean? Like, then it's not Astolfo, it's just people cosplaying as Astolfo? Or do you mean like two Astolfos together? Okay, call me crazy. Okay, this might actually be a controversial one. But I kind of liked Saitama and Genos in One Punch Man. Like, low-key, I kind of ship them. I think that's my most controversial ship. But like, I don't know, like the mentor kind of dynamic. I was like, wait, I can cook with this. You're crazy? No, degenerate. You wanted me to be a degenerate? Here's my takes. Here's my takes. A heretic, you just haven't seen the truth. Your eyes should not have been awoken, okay? I feel like there's something good going on there, something cooking there. Like, you could ship Saitama with Tatsunaki, right? Sure. Okay, they got that rivalry thing going on with them too. That's cool. But I don't know, like, Genos and Saitama with the mentor and the fact that he like looks up to Saitama, you know, I'm kind of like that could be sweet. I don't know. I could cheer for them. Methinks you like enemies to lovers. I love enemies to lovers. I think that's one of my favorite tropes for sure. Okay. And when I used to be into My Hero, I might have been into Bakudeku. I feel like that's a crazy confession, but I think for a time I fucked with it. I like Bakudeku. I think I really do like enemies to lovers. One slot remaining. Okay, one more fish, and then I gotta hand these guys in. Tentacle cast. I love My Hero. I know. I know you do. I feel like I should finish it though, because I watched all of the first season, and then I never got back into it. But maybe I should give it another chance. I kind of was spoiled for a lot of what happens later on though, because it used to be like all over Twitter and like curiosity would just get to me and I would just read all of it thinking I wouldn't go back, but maybe now that it's like actually over, I should give it another go, another chance. And then I'll get back to you and I'll see if Bakudeku is still the move or if I've changed my mind after 7 years. Current last 2 seasons are peak. Yeah, I heard that it does get good in like the later seasons. So maybe I'm missing out. Lobella was also telling me that it was actually getting pretty good too. And I trust Lobella's takes usually for anime. Okay. Hopefully this is enough. If not, I'm gonna head back into the wild. To the wilderness. Oddly delicate material exchange. Okay. Insufficient inventory space. What the hell? Oh right, I need 1 space if I want to collect those. What can I get rid of? I guess I don't really need these. I can just toss them out. So I just got it from an alliance raid. Okay, this might actually be enough, right? I'm getting 4 at a time. You guys can't see it because it's in my chat, but... Actually, wait, I might be short. No, no! I'm 100 short. I need 200, and I'm at 110. Okay, so I actually need like 90. Bruh. Okay, I gotta buy like 200 more of these then. I'm trying to think back and see if there were like any ships in JoJo that I had aside from like Taro and Johnny, but I don't think so. What do I have in my list? I guess Haikyuu. When I was like kind of into Haikyuu for a bit, I really liked Kageyama and Hinata, but I feel like that was such a vanilla common ship to have back then. Like I feel like they were one of the founding fathers of like Tumblr yaoi. Because if you were into Haikyuu back then, there was like a 90% chance that you were into it because of Hinata and Kageyama. Or like one of the other pairings, I guess, in that show, because there were a lot of them. But I didn't get far enough into the anime that I really cared about the other characters. But I think I also liked them because they had like kind of like a rivalry kind of dynamic with each other. Because even though they're on the same team, they were both wanting to be like really good players. You think about Yuri on Ice? Yuri on Ice was one of my favorites when it came out. And I was so devastated when the news came out, like, earlier this year that they were not going with... or they were not going to complete the movie. Because they kind of left everyone on a bit of a cliffhanger. Because they hinted that the main character was moving to Russia to be with the other guy. And there was gonna hopefully be more about their life together after. But no. They had to cancel it. Because it was MAPPA working on the series when it came out, and it was an original. So there wasn't like a light novel or manga that it was based off of. But I think because it wasn't very profitable for them, they just killed it. They put it down behind the shed, behind the MAPPA animation house. They're too busy with Jujutsu Kaisen that they could no longer make the Yuri on Ice movie. I still think about them. I really should go back and like reread all of my favorite Yuri on Ice fanfiction. Because I still have them, I think, bookmarked on AO3. But I usually don't go back to reread fanfictions that I've finished. Maybe it's time. Maybe I've let them marinate enough in my memories that I can enjoy them once more. Shit, wait, I forgot to use patience. I should force you, Kazuki, to watch Your Ice with me. I don't think you'll like it though. The plot is like very just chill. Because it's about ice skating, figure skating, right? So it's not like there's any like action. It's mostly just like drama between the skaters and the coaches, right? I think the one thing that I'm thankful for is that when I was like younger, I never like posted BL fan art anywhere. I think if I were to go back now and look on them, I would probably die of cringe. I also do not want people to like look up my username either, and the first thing they would see is like Bakudeku kissing or something. I would actually explode if that was someone's first impression of me. Oh, but it's so funny. I don't know if I've told this story on stream, but I was like looking around for master's program that incorporate like art and science, and there was one college that I was looking at, and they had examples of the artwork that they received in their portfolios for the year. And I was like scrolling through each piece, and then I finally stumbled upon one, and I like took a closer look at it, and it was just straight up Bakugo and Deku ship art that someone had put in their portfolio for this master's program, and they got accepted. And I wanted to scream. I like sent it to like everyone that I know because I was like, dude, you need to go on this website and scroll down to the portfolio section. You will not believe your eyes. And they were like, what? That's you. Honestly, if I could get into a master's program at a prestigious university using subtle yaoi ship fan art, I think that would be an achievement. So, you know, maybe I should give that person, you know, a pat on the back because they actually pulled it off. They did it. Because I mean, it obviously no one that was like looking at their portfolio knew what it was because they just posted it on the front page of their site for like everyone to like go and see. What? The fish gets away, dude. Come on. When is someone gonna make a master's program for yaoi, for BL? Like, some sort of like, I don't know, arts major based on it. I would, you know, I could teach it. If a university wants to hire me, I am an expert in the field. Who would attend my my yaoi university? Who wants to get their master's? Anyone looking to go back to school? I thought that getting this last fishing hook, or not fishing hook, fishing rod would be quick. And I realized I'm already like 2 hours in, and I'm like barely halfway through the requirements. I might be here for a while. Dude, how do I human? I don't know. Ace, you might be asking the wrong person. I feel like I still wake up every day and I don't feel human. No, I keep getting poop fish. Don't give me poop fish. Give me good fish. I should see, though, if I can do anything else with the other fish that I'm catching. Sells for 4 gil apiece. So I barely will get like 170 some then. 180 some. All this fish. Few art projects that I've also been wanting to work on in the past few days. Like, I want to make a proper, like, character illustration for my VTuber. Because aside from, like, the full body PNG of my model, I don't really have, like, anything else that I use for, like, my socials and stuff. So I think I want to for sure make something like that. But I'm also debating whether or not I want to do one now or just wait until I have my new model and make one for that instead. So hello hybrid. Cheesecake. Cheesecake. Have I ever played DMZ? What is DMZ? Is that like abbreviation for something? from Call of Duty. Oh. So no, I don't think I've ever heard of it before. So I've not played it. I don't know. I'm not typically like an FPS guy. It came out like 3 years ago. Oh, okay. I'm like looking it up on the side. Oh, it's a VR game? It's an extraction shooter. I see, I see. What is an extraction shooter? A subgenre of FPS games where players enter a game map, complete the objectives, and then must successfully extract. But it still doesn't tell me what extraction means. Does it just mean there's like an objective point where you have to like get there or complete an action to win? Get loot and leave before you die from NPCs or people. Gotcha. I'm like looking it up and people are saying that like Tarkov is also an extraction shooter. And I've seen people play a little bit of it. Maybe? I don't know. I've never tried Tarkov or like another extraction shooter myself. But I mean, I might try it. Never played one, so I can't say whether or not I'd be down for it. Let's see. Is it... It's on Steam, right? You go in with items, and if you die, you lose the items. Okay. But it's like kind of one of those situations where if you're better equipped going in, and you get a better chance of getting better loot, but then you also risk losing it. I see, I see. I feel like when it comes to FPS games though, I have really bad game sense. Like, I tried to get into Apex for a long time when it was still like pretty popular. But I was so bad at it. Like, I would always get gunned down from like random spots just because I would like have no idea where other players were positioned, or I would get like sniped and I would lose everything. But also, like, I feel like Apex is a little bit more punishing in that aspect because you can just explode and then the game's over. Or you get third party if you do try to engage people. Yeah, it's on Steam, but you need to download the main mod. Oh. If it's that big, I might not have enough storage with all the games that I already have on my computer. Also, hello Judy, how are you? Good evening. I've also never, like, properly played a Call of Duty game before either. Like, the only COD game that I've ever tried was, like, a DS port. And it was one of the older games, and I only played it solo. Yeah, Apex is fun when you're not getting third-partied. I mean, yeah, but like, you're gonna get third-party like 99% of the time while playing Apex. Because people, as soon as they hear like gunfire, just like run over to like pick you off after a fight because they know that you have like no shields or ammo left. A call from an ambassador earlier. Had a lot of trouble understanding what he was saying. What happened to your proficiency with 33 languages, Judy? I'm just teasing, by the way. This dude didn't want to learn Canadian English. It looks like you might have to learn Russian English. Or Russian. I don't know what he was speaking to you. DMZ is really fun. Well, maybe I'll watch a little bit of it and then I'll decide. I'm just not an FPS guy, so that's why I'm like, I don't know if I care for it that much. Even, like, I don't really care for, like, the tactical shooters either, like CS or Valorant. Like, the closest thing to those that I like is, like, Overwatch. But Overwatch is not really a... I don't know, it's a bit different, I think. Your dad was addicted to DMZ? Oh my god, wait, hybrid. Maybe you can play with Ghost's dad. New gaming buddy. Russian's not your strong suit. Time to study up. I really should get back into studying Japanese. That was one of my goals for the year too, and I like did it on stream, but like I haven't really started. And I'm still planning on going on my trip at the end of the year. That just means when I go places, Kazuki's gonna have to hard carry. This dude will have to be my mouth while I'm over there. To where? Oh, to Japan. Like, I used to be able to read, like, hiragana and katakana and some kanji, but I haven't kept up with my studies at all, and I forgot a lot of it since I started. So I need to go back and, like, brush up on it and start learning, like, a lot more phrases and words, so I'm not totally lost when I'm there. Oh, you should just bring me... Okay. Judy, I'll put you in my pocket then, and you can be my translator. Whenever I need to order food, or I'm buying something at a store, I'll be like, oh, one moment, and then I'll just whisper into your ear what I want to say. Why use DeepL or Google Translate when you can kidnap one of your viewers and put them in your pocket and they can translate for you? I won't be able to pay you though, so at the very least, I'll pay you in like snacks or something. Like I'll go to a convenience store and like get you a cookie. Do I need to bring a shrink device? Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. Snacks is an acceptable payment. Okay. Wait, I just reeled in a fish that I wasn't supposed to. Getting revived on DMZ. Oh wait, so that's why you were plugging DMZ. It's because you're in a lobby right now. That's crazy. Have fun, have fun. Don't die again. I wonder if this is enough fish. Before, if I handed it in and I only got 110, might need to just fill out this page before I can go back. Honestly, I might just cut this stream once I get the 200, and then I'll go back another day to get the other 200 parts that I need, because this is a grind. It's never enough. I mean, this is technically like end-game content when it came out, which is why it's like taking forever to get all of these components for it. So I'm just doing old, quote-unquote, end-game content right now. They're like, please get 70 of this fish and 200 of these things, and then we'll give you the funny rod. Because this one that I have, which is at the second last stage, doesn't even have any cool effects. It just looks like a plain old fishing rod. So I don't even get rewarded for all the other things that I handed in. It's not until the very end that you actually get something cool. What do you call someone who's Filipino and Japanese? I don't know. Not something racist, I hope. Jalapeno? Okay, wait, that actually is kind of good. I wasn't sure what I was expecting for the punchline, but that's pretty good. Not racist. Oh. I'm wiping the sweat off my brow. I was bracing for the worst. This time, hey, okay, watch it, watch it. Don't make me take you out back behind the woodshed, Judy. I don't want to have to do this. That's what happens to all funky viewers. What do I call... I don't know, what do you call it? Can finish the rest? Do I want to finish the rest? Are you baiting me? I don't think you want to do that. Yeah, I don't really want to. I know it is a country, but it's like, come on, man. You're casting the line out here with the bait on it. I can see it. Don't remember how much this one is worth, if it's only 246. Need to go back and check the wiki. Oh, it's worth 2 parts. And anything over 305 is worth 4 parts. So I don't think I nearly have enough yet. Give me my funny fish. I think I might want to stream Overwatch soon as well, though. Because of the stadium stuff that's out. And also, I love saying also. They also had a collab with Street Fighter 6. And I'm not like a Street Fighter guy either, but I really like some of the skins that they dropped. So my wallet's afraid. It's shivering. It knows. I might want to find a group for it too. Because I feel like streaming Overwatch in solo queue might actually be painful. I might cry. I need to assemble an Overwatch gang. My wallet cries out whenever I travel. Yeah, me too. I feel like when I go traveling, I'm always tempted to spend extra on things that I don't usually put a lot of money into. Like, I feel a little bit more lenient with extravagant purchases. Because it's like the vacation mood, you know, where you want to go all out and enjoy your time. And then you like come home and you like regret it a little bit. Like, did I really need that? Did I really need to spend that much money on that? Built a PC, then went into debt. Damn. That's rough. I had to wait a few years for saving up when I got my first PC. Just so I wouldn't go into debt over it. I also didn't really buy it at a good time either, because parts were expensive then. The little voice in my head saying do it when I pass by the chocolate Dubai shop. But if it's for a sweet treat, I would say you should give in to your voices. Because we love sweet treats. Little chocolates and candies. Wait, I got so scared. Why did those guys run up to me like that? That has not happened at all since we started fishing here. For real, for real. I feel like if it's for like a dessert, I can close my eyes, you know? I can pretend that I'm not spending that much money. I'm pretty bad with that though. Like when it comes to like boba or like getting a pastry or like cake, like it doesn't matter how much it is for me because sometimes I'll just be like, if I want it, I'll buy it. But anything else, I'm like, oh, $10, $15, $20 for this? No way. But a sweet treat, $25 easy. Take my money. Your favorite dessert? It's a hard decision. I like a lot of things. I really like fudge, but I also really like chocolate mousse as well. There was this really good chocolate mousse cake that my cousins brought over and gave to my family, and it has like stayed in my mind ever since because it was just that good. Like I'm really tempted to go to that bakery too and order one for like my birthday or something. Here's a cheesecake. I wonder what hybrids is. Wait, hybrid, is your favorite dessert cheesecake? Or have I been deceived this whole time? It's tiramisu or creme brulee. Oh, tiramisu is really good. I think that might be up there for me. I don't know if it would be my favorite, but that's definitely higher up on the tier list. Creme brulee though, I don't think I've ever had, but that also looks really good. Or a lemon meringue pie. Ooh. Lemon meringue is my favorite type of pie. It's not my favorite type of dessert, but definitely for pie, lemon meringue is like top tier for sure. You have been lied to. It's ice cream cake? What? Okay, but like, I can kind of see it. Like, when I look at Dairy Queen ice cream cake that has like the little bits of like fudge in it and like the cookie kind of Oreo like bottom, I see the vision. I see the vision. I can't judge. Ligma, lo Minsha. Hello Matt. How are you? I'm not in Ligma, unfortunately. I'm on a random ass island in Azisla trying to catch these stupid fish. I've been at it for like 2.5 hours and I'm still not done. I'm very tired. You're very tired. You said earlier that you were out and about buying stuff, right? Also traveling. Did a lot of driving between the hours of 11:30 to 7:30. Oh my god. You've just been out like all day. Hopefully you get to lay back and rest now. It's like 8 where you are? 8:30? Surprised you haven't gotten what you needed yet. It's because yesterday, like, everything else was like way easier to get, but like this one, because you have to like trade in the fish, and the fish are worth like varying values, that I have to like sit here and like just catch a lot, because it's like I don't know exactly how many I need. Also, the other fish in the pool is also really common, so I just keep accidentally, or not accidentally, but like pulling in those ones instead of the one that I actually need. That's why I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to split this into 2 streams. I thought I could like grind it out in one, but I'm like, I'm already getting bored and tired after just getting the 1/2 of the requirements done. I'll be fishing in my sleep at this point. I'll be like, oh, me. Flint strike. Me. Found fish. Patience. Precision hook shot. Powerful hook shot. Me. Just throw a pipe bomb in the river? No, I think I need these fish alive. Because I think they're using my fish to make the parts of the fishing rod. So if they all explode and die, I don't think I'm getting one. Judy, what is with you and pipe bombs? Exactly. And this is the dude that's claiming he's a UN ambassador. I'm a little sus. The FBI might be at your door right now. Hello, Cookie Otter. How are you? Evening. Another fount fish. No. No, I don't want you. Give me the other one, please. In all seriousness, though, I don't support pipe bombs. Oh, is it finally because I said the FBI is at your door right now? Don't get too comfortable. They could be around. You never know. Doing good. Haven't seen you stream in more than 2 weeks. Yeah, I have not been super active on the streaming side of things lately. I did do, I guess, like a low-key drawing stream on Twitch like last week, but I don't really advertise my my stuff on Twitch as much as I do my YouTube, because I'm not on Twitch as much. I guess that's like kind of like my sub account for streaming. I just want something with like not a lot of talking and just chill time. But I think I want to get back into the swing of things and stream more again on YouTube and post like a proper schedule and stuff. I think I was just like out of it for the past bit. And I feel like I've been procrastinating like a lot of things. Like, I don't really even draw that much anymore, which is kind of bad. Drawing is usually my outlet for stuff, but I had just zero motivation for my creative endeavors, streaming included. But I would like to get back into streaming and maybe making shorts as well, or TikToks. Because I like editing. Editing's fun. It just takes a while. But I'm so mad because apparently CapCut, the program that I use normally for editing, now has locked a bunch of features that normally were free behind a paywall. And I'm like, oh, I think I have to swap to a different editing program because I don't know if I want to pay like an expensive subscription fee every month for editing when I don't even edit that much, you know? Because they've locked a lot of their features, and then they've also put like a watermark on your videos if you like don't pay the subscription fee, and it's like, that sucks. Capitalism. Curse you, capitalism. Because it literally was the like best free editing program for a long time, which is why I was so loyal to it. But now that they're making these changes, I gotta leave. I gotta switch. Yeah, that's what the editors in the basement are for. But I gotta feed them. You know, I gotta give them food and water in the basement. It's expensive. Keeping an editor in your basement is a lot of responsibility, you know. I'm gonna go for a while. Just came to check on how you've been doing. Alrighty. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I'll be streaming more and we can chat. But I'll plan out probably what I want to do for the rest of this week and then next week. True. That's still expensive, right? It's like having a pet, you know, you gotta be responsible and have enough time to take care of them and make sure that they go on walks and have a little bit of sunlight so they can keep editing for you, you know? I have to be a responsible YouTuber and take good care of my editors if I were to have them. I don't know, I still feel like I'm finding like my style though with editing videos. I feel like every time that I made a short, I would like change up things. So they weren't like always super consistent. But I definitely do want to try my hand at doing more, I guess, like animated ones? Or not really animated, because they're not animated, they're just illustrated. Maybe ones with more drawing instead of just editing clips together. Just having 6 of them cost $10,000. Yeah, it's an investment. Or I just hire my sibling and force them to edit videos for me, and then I don't have to pay them anything because we're related. Smile. It's okay. Just helping out each other as family, right? I would be a bad older sibling if I did that. But I do have cousins that used to like doing edits. So maybe, who knows, I'll contact them and be like, hey, you should edit my videos for me now. Here's 20 bucks. Or I'll take you out for boba if you edit my video for me. Child labor, perhaps? No. No, see, if it's a high school, if it's my cousin that's a high school student, and I'm giving them boba in exchange for editing, then it's a fair business transaction, you know? For a teenager, boba is worth so much more in their eyes. Trust me. Trust me. This is coming from my personal perspective as well. As someone who was a boba obsessed teenager. Just want to give a slight update. I don't think I'm in possession of it anymore. No! Oh, but you still have ones from kindergarten. Well, that's nice, though. I feel like things like that are fun to look back on. Especially, like, because you were really young at that time. It brings back fond memories. Of your childhood. When the world was a better place. But I don't think I have any of mine from when I was that young. I think all of them have been lost in all the moves since then. From personal experience, yeah, from personal experience, boba was the way to go as a teenager. Like, I would jump into the coal mine if someone offered me brown sugar, bangcha, bubble tea with pearls. Okay, let's see. This is my count. I need 200 of these candle-looking things. I'm one short. There's no way. Dude! 199. You're kidding. Bruh. Okay. You know what? I might just go back next time to pick up that last one. There's no way I was one off! Bro! How does that happen? A bad habit of keeping stuff. Pretty sure if I look hard enough, I might have homework. I think I actually have a lot of homework from my high school binder still. It's like sitting somewhere on my shelf. I should really toss it though. I don't need any of that. Ever visit Wisconsin? There's a really good boba spot. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if I will ever be in Wisconsin for any reason, but I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for your recommendation. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna end stream here and pick this back up another day, because I've been fishing for like 3 hours and I still have to collect the other half of the materials I need for the fishing rod. So we'll pick it back up and then properly finish it in a part 3. I did not expect it to actually take this long. How foolish of me to assume that every phase was equal. Thanks for this funky stream. Thanks for coming by, guys, and watching me grind it out and yap. But yeah, I don't know if my next stream will also be a fishing stream. I might want to change it up and like play another game or draw, but we'll see. I'll have to think about it. I might take a break tomorrow night and then do something in the daytime on Friday, but I'll just have to check and see what I'm doing and what my plans are. But yeah, see you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, Ghost. Goodbye, Judy. Goodbye, Hybrid. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and I'll catch you guys maybe Friday. Okay, see you.